At first glance, it appears to be nothing more than a small copper coin, the kind people once carried without a second thought. The 1996 South Africa 1 cent coin was part of everyday life, passed from hand to hand, often ignored, sometimes lost between couch cushions or forgotten in drawers. Yet behind its modest appearance lies a story that connects history, culture, and the changing perception of value over time. This coin was minted during a significant period for South Africa, just a few years after the country entered a new democratic era. Everyday objects from this time quietly reflect the transformation taking place across the nation, and this 1 cent coin is no exception. It represents a moment when South Africa was redefining itself, economically and socially, while still relying on familiar symbols that tied the present to the past. The design of the coin is simple but purposeful. Every line, every detail, was carefully chosen to represent national identity and continuity. While it may not feature elaborate artwork or precious metals, its strength lies in its authenticity. It was made to circulate, to be used by ordinary people, and that is precisely what gives it character. Coins like this are witnesses to daily life, silently observing countless transactions, journeys, and personal stories. In 1996, few people would have imagined that a 1 cent coin could ever become a topic of interest. Its purchasing power was minimal even then, and over time inflation rendered it practically useless for commerce. As prices rose and economies evolved, the 1 cent coin slowly disappeared from everyday use. Many were discarded, melted down, or simply lost, reducing the number of surviving examples. Today, the remaining coins tell a different story. Collectors and enthusiasts now look at them through a new lens, not for what they can buy, but for what they represent. Condition plays a major role in how these coins are valued. A piece that has survived decades with clear details, minimal scratches, and original color instantly stands apart from those worn smooth by circulation. Such examples are becoming increasingly difficult to find. What makes the 1996 South Africa 1 cent coin especially intriguing is how it bridges the gap between the ordinary and the collectible. It was never meant to be rare, yet time has created scarcity. This natural scarcity, combined with historical context, has drawn attention from numismatists who specialize in transitional-era coinage. They understand that value is not always about metal content, but about story, survival, and demand. Many people unknowingly spent these coins without realizing their future significance. Others stored them away without any intention, only to rediscover them years later. That sense of rediscovery is powerful. Holding such a coin can spark curiosity about where it has been and whose hands it passed through. Each mark tells part of a journey that cannot be repeated. As interest grows, so does appreciation. Coins like this are increasingly featured in private collections, educational discussions, and historical showcases. They serve as reminders that even the smallest denomination can hold meaning far beyond its face value. In a world driven by rapid change, tangible objects from the past offer a sense of connection and grounding. The appeal of this coin also lies in its accessibility. Unlike gold or silver pieces that require large investments, this coin invites new collectors into the world of numismatics. It proves that collecting is not always about wealth, but about curiosity and respect for history. For many, it becomes a starting point, opening the door to deeper exploration of South African coinage. Over time, public perception continues to shift. What was once dismissed as insignificant now sparks conversation. People begin to ask questions, research minting years, compare variations, and learn how subtle differences can affect desirability. This growing awareness adds another layer to the coin's story, transforming it from pocket change into a symbol of overlooked value. The 1996 South Africa 1 cent coin stands as a quiet lesson in patience. Its rise in interest did not happen overnight. It took years of economic change, cultural reflection, and collector insight to elevate it beyond its original purpose. That gradual transformation mirrors the journey of many historical objects that gain appreciation only after time has tested their endurance. For viewers and collectors alike, this coin represents possibility. It reminds us that value is not always immediate or obvious. Sometimes, the most unassuming items become meaningful when seen through the lens of history. In a way, This coin challenges us to look more closely at the everyday things we take for granted. As fewer well-preserved examples remain available, demand continues to grow. Those who recognize its significance now understand that this is more than a coin, it is a snapshot of a nation at a pivotal moment. Owning one is like holding a small piece of South Africa's evolving story, captured in copper and time. This is why the 1996 South Africa 1 cent coin continues to attract attention. It is not flashy or extravagant, but it is honest, resilient, and quietly powerful. Its journey from common currency to collectible artifact proves that history often hides in plain sight, waiting for someone to notice. $1,000.